Hey, so we have not heard anything about the hike we were meant to be doing this morning in terms of doing it tomorrow morning. There was a creek that was running water because it's raining. So we're not entirely sure whether we'll be getting to do the hike. So we are currently walking to the base of the Franz Josef glacier so we can at least see it if we don't get to hike. There is an entire possibility we can still helicopter in if helicopter conditions and the weather is fine and they are flying. There's so many businesses around here that it'd be hopefully easy enough to get a helicopter ride if we can't hike. So we are gonna go look at the base of the mountain is where we are heading right now. It is still, it's slightly spitting and we are on our way. Look how magnificent this is. You can tell, however, why they're not flying today. You cannot see anything up there. So, like, you can't see where you're going, so it's not much of a wonder why they're not flying, but we can see the glacier just there. You can't see it at all from like the town center, but look at that. It's like incredible to be standing here, just like, that's it. That's Franz Josef glacier. It's pretty cool. Good morning. Hey, it is the next day. We did not get, there were no cancellations, so we are not hiking on the glacier, which is very upsetting, but what can you do? We got our refund, so we're gonna go find hopefully somewhere to get a helicopter ride and maybe a landing. That would be ideal. And so that's what we're gonna go. We're gonna go walk to every place and see if we can get on a flight, basically. But it is beautiful today. There are no, like, well, there are clouds, but like, it's blue skies. You can see every mountaintop. You can even see the glacier from all the way over here. Okay, so we managed to get a flight. Not a hike, but a flight and a landing at 10:45 for the three of us, which is pretty good. But yeah, no hike, which is quite sad, but we can't really do much about it. We just saw the hike, like the hike that we would have been on, go into the helicopter, which is really sad. But it's okay, it's okay. It's all fine. We're not hurting. But hopefully we still get to land on a glacier, so we still get to walk on a glacier. We do not get to hike on one. Next time. We'll do it next time.
I got a cute napkin.
Yeah, we waited for Mum. We just saw her take off in the helicopter because she was always doing a helicopter. She didn't want to do the hike. I'm crossing the road. But we got a flight, which is pretty good. So
both ways, actually.
I did.
Very good.
Okay, so we headed back to our motel to rest because we don't have to be back until 10:15, and it is 8:37. So yep, that's what we're doing. I feel like there's something else I meant to tell you. I don't know.
requires you to follow all pilot and ground crew instructions at all times. You always want to approach and exit the helicopter from the front for obvious reasons.
Welcome to the Fox Glacier! So we didn't get to hike, but it's still pretty damn cool! That one's ice. Thank you. Hey, yo. Just gonna protect that real quick. Oh, I'm sliding down the mountain. Take that real quick. Do not hit my camera.
Oh, hello there! Welcome to our apartment in Christchurch. This is mine and Sabella's room. Very cute, very cozy. And we have a nice big wardrobe which is hiding all of my mess. Now, we come out into the very long hallway. And then next is the bathroom, which everyone has used except me. I'm very excited to use it because the toilet has a bidet, which I have never used in my life. And apparently the seat's warm and like heated, and so I'm very excited to use this toilet. But it's basically just a bathroom, but I'm very excited for the toilet. That smell. Okay. I think this is, yes, the heater. That's really exciting. Here is, oh, my cousin, Jason and Mum's room. And I keep going down the hallway because it keeps on going. And then here is the living room. slash kitchen slash laundry. And it has a dishwasher and an oven, which is pretty cool. And then we have a TV, but that's the TV. Our little balcony, that was really loud, I'm sorry. But we come out here and we have another door which stands on like the door, which is, you know, kind of problematic, but you can stand up here and scream to the world, hello! Hey, someone waved at me. Oh, good on you, go for a run, woo! Alright, well, that's kind of it. It's not very, actually it's a lot larger than our last apartment, but in, where are we? Franz Josef. But it's very nice, it's very modern, and we're here for 2 nights. So, should be very comfortable, nice couch, nice chairs, nice beds, and a drying rack for all of our laundry that we're currently putting on because we've now been here for a week. Good morning. It is Friday and today we are going to the Antarctic Centre to look at penguins. I'm very excited. Okay, see you there.
Penguin feeding of the day. My name's Henry, I'm one of the penguin keepers here. This morning I'm going to tell you a little bit about our little penguins, but I'm also going to be feeding them their delicious fish for breakfast. So all throughout this feeding, feel free to take lots of photos and videos of our little penguins, but please just make sure you've got your flashes turned off on your phones and cameras. Also ask that we are nice and quiet this morning. Sometimes when we get very loud and sudden noises, it can startle a couple of our little penguins. I don't want to do anything that may discourage them from jumping into the pool and having a nice breakfast.
Very small.
Oh my god, what a shame. I'll just simply have to go on the stairs. Simply have to go. Just to make sure we've all got enough room, I'll just stay here.
One of our penguins was being struck by a car, attacked by a dog, or various reasons for starvation. Problems, flipper problems. This one really had one flipper, or half a flipper, in that one there, for the challenge. In captivity, they must legally stay in captivity. There's no active breed for release program for the species. So if we did breed them successfully, in a few years all our spaces would get taken up, and then how are we going to take in disabled, injured penguins any longer? Would be packed with healthy penguins that really should be functioning out in the wild. So they'll have a thicker set of down than this. It'll keep them nice and warm, and both parents need to go out to sea each day to catch enough fish. But they grow pretty quick. It takes 2 months, 8 weeks to go from this to that size.
Wow.
So it's pretty quick, right? Yeah, 2-month period to be.
Can you please explain the naughty on?
Oh yeah, so most of the stuff's really important information about their health and well-being. Final column's a bit of fun. It's if they'll be naughty if Lizzie's always naughty, she's pecking and annoying those other penguins. Our naughtiest penguin this last month was one called Yappy. Now, Yappy went through his molt last month, and when a penguin molts, they try and get really big, then they hide away and they don't need to eat. And that's perfectly natural and normal. Yappy is a bit of a guts. So he got himself absolutely massive for his molt, and he should have just happily hid away without eating a fish. But he still came out every feed demanding more fish. So he's messy, his feathers are falling out and growing new ones. He just wanted to eat and eat and eat. So this penguin here, I can tell is a juvenile. It's in its first year. That's a tiny little beak there. So unfortunately things didn't go right in year 1 for that individual.
We're about to get on this thing, which I don't know how to pronounce. Sure. And basically it is what Swedish built or something.
That's Swedes.
Basically handles every kind of terrain.
Every
and
kind of
super
terrain.
sturdy, and so they use
Even
it for
space.
things
Like in Antarctica, and we get to go on a ride. Not in Antarctica because we're in Christchurch.
Each of the little tracks moves individually, so I can get over things like crevices.
Ooh, we gotta go pay attention.
On the right. So Broken Bones is self-explanatory. That's self-explanatory. Hopefully no secrets emerging out. Yeah, this is the colours of Antarctica, New Zealand. So if you go down to Stop Road, you see everyone's running around.
It's the colours of what?
Antarctica, New Zealand. So just if you go in, sir, just watch it.
Come on, Jason, don't hit your head.
Yeah, they're really doing it.
Yeah, just watch your head. I think you did wrong.
We're stuck in what they call a sardine can,
Yeah, no.
which is just a bunch of people in a box. And we're all excited. Woo! Yeah! Ashley's excited. Woo! Yeah,
Anyway, that's the end of our obstacle course. I do hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you're okay.
We just completed the Hagland ride, and it was pretty cool. Absolutely, it's fantastic. Thank you. Okay, this water is, where is it? That's the water temperature range is minus 1.6 to minus 2.2 degrees Celsius.
Shall we go in at 20 seconds?
20 seconds? Alright. 3, 2, 1. That is cold. Go. Oh. Can't move my hand. That is cold. 2 minutes. Yeah, this hand, yeah.
I think we do need like just a few kilometers because there's some people I know they can't really large shoes. Especially for the next stage, it's going to be quite long. Especially if you're like hikers and they've got
you say so.
I am currently standing on the South Pole and the North Pole because these were taken, these little vials were taken from the southern ice and melted, and the north ice and melted. So I'm currently standing on both. How cool is that? Oh, what's this way?
Good afternoon, everyone. Hey, firstly, welcome to the Antarctic Centre. If you're not from Christchurch, welcome to Christchurch too, eh? And even some of you might be even from further afar, so welcome to New Zealand too. Guys, these little ones. They're much more commercialised now in ways, which can create a problem in itself, because the people will pay to go on it.
We're missing a couple pieces.
It's okay.
But I did it. See, look, now we're in October. It's kind of like a normal day. If you look at the rotation of the Earth. And then as we head into summer, the sun barely goes off the sun. And I'm getting a really good arm workout. Oh. And that's it.
As children, you know, if we influence them by, here, if you do this, I'll give you a lolly. So the only reason why they don't is because of the lolly, obviously. But if you influence them by showing them how to do it, and following by your actions, it's influencing too. So there's no great need to always to give them a lolly. That's the reward. You're the reward. And the same thing with these dogs when we do our training develop. I'm the reward, not a food source.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Now it's a little bit long, isn't it?
What time is it? Nap time?
A little bit long, eh?
I'm not good though.
So how long you fellas over here for? Another...
I am outside of Countdown, which is just New Zealand's Woolworths, apparently, which is kind of crazy. Sabella's over here. Look, it's just Woolworths, but like, not. Clean you up a bit. Okay, here we go. Our first time in Countdown. It's literally just a Woolworths, but it's all branded differently, and it has all the I want to say Maori, but I don't know if that's the actual name of the language. But it has all the like languages next to it, which is pretty cool. Crazy. Well, good morning. Today is our last day in Christchurch. I always seem to catch you when I'm walking because that's when I can talk. Because I wake up a little bit later than maybe I should be. Isn't that right, Mum? Yeah. Yeah. But we're out. It's not like there's anything wrong with that. So we're taking a walk to Quake City to learn all about the earthquake that happened here in Christchurch. How long ago?
It'll be like still less than 10 years, right?
I can't remember.
Quake City Museum. That's
Quake City Museum. Sometime a while ago. We were walking in a park somewhere. Apparently Christchurch has a lot of parks.
And netball courts.
And netball courts. Then we are going to the pneumatic tube restaurant. So we get our food delivered by pneumatic tube, which is really cool, and can't wait for that. And then we get our flight to Wellington. So that's what we're doing today, and that's where we're walking, all the way to Quake City.
We're also meeting up with some people today.
Oh, we are. We are joining the last 3 members of our group for the last week of our stay in New Zealand. They couldn't come for the first week, but we are joining them for the last week. So very exciting things are happening. Woo! Okay, so we are at Cafe C1, what's it called? C1 Espresso, where they do the pneumatic tubes, which is one behind us. Basically, we ordered and your name will be written on the pneumatic tubes and it will come for us here. And it goes through all this whole system. All the way to us. You guys want water? Unfortunately, their drinks are not delivered by a pneumatic tube. For some reason. I'm not sure why. Got it.
Yeah, Jason, can you do this one?
Oh my god! I just round chicken burger. Hi, we are currently having a lot of problems getting our flights. We returned our rental car and we tried to check in kiosk and it said there was a problem. We are now talking to a staff member and they have tried a lot to get it and we're still waiting after 10 minutes. Which is obviously it's not a huge deal. We got here a little early because we had to do our return our rental, but it's just interesting. We're now waiting and waiting and waiting. Wait, I think we're good.
Yep, that's all.
Is that all of us?
So we'll go one time.
Yep.
I think we got it. Well, they found our names, but something still seems to be wrong. I don't know what it is, but we're waiting. We don't have our tickets or our bags checked or anything yet.
Boarding pass is what we don't have.
Boarding pass, as Mum corrects me. Yes. Okay, it turns out it's not letting us check in. It says, check in not allowed. Fantastic.
Okay, it's gonna be so good. Hold on. Because we're feeling so good. Hold on, let me get a good. Oh, Carol, get your stuff together. Okay, hold on.
Pick up my car a lot later.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are you ready? Okay, so it's me again. It's now been almost 2 hours, like an hour and a half or something. We missed our flight by this much. The flight still hasn't left, but the check-in point for our big old bags we missed by 3 minutes because they had some e-ticket problem, man. I don't understand it, but basically instead of getting the 4 o'clock flight we're meant to be on, it's currently what, 3:55. We are instead flying from Christchurch.
For those passengers bound for Nelson at 5852. You should now be in the regional terminal. That's final boarding call at 5852 bound for Nelson. Boarding now for 5811.
Okay, so we were meant to be flying from Christchurch to Wellington at 4. We are now flying from Christchurch to Auckland at 5, and then Auckland to Wellington at 8:30. That's where we are at right now. We're doing great.
Waiting for flight center to get back to say they booked the ticket.
We haven't got the tickets yet. We're waiting. My lord, we do not do well apparently in New Zealand airports.
Even when we're super early.
Even when we're 2 hours early. Finally. Okay, that was a journey. It is 4:23, our flight is at 5. We finally got our tickets and everything, and we are finally heading to Auckland. We're not even at our destination yet. Alright. We got this. We can go. We are now boarding our flight to Wellington, finally, after we got to the airport at 2 p.m. It is almost 8 p.m. We are finally, I am 22C. We are finally boarding our flight to Wellington. We finally made it after all of that trouble. We are finally on our flight to Wellington.
To Wellington? Couldn't be me.
We couldn't know, it couldn't be us. Oh my lord. We made it! We got our new friends!
Hi. Hi.
You're not new.
Oh. That's it. I'm vintage friend.
This is Luke and Emily.
Hi.
Woo! We made it. It's currently raining. And it is super late and we want to go to bed. It's 7 p.m. for these guys, but it's 10 p.m. for us. And I am tired. And here we have a wild, never mind, she's gone.
Alright. We can do that again. Yes, I'm ready to watch now.
Okay, Mum just ruined my mood.